Welcome to Kristi's Cropping and Creating. My name is Kristi Bolin. I am a Creative Memories Advisor in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I love doing what I do. Um, Today we're going to take an idea from one of the card kits, one of the trio card kits, and we're going to turn it into a page. I'm going to use different products, that kind of thing. But before I show you the idea, I wanted to remind you that Creative Memories has a Black Friday special that started on Monday, November 11th, and it hopefully will last through Friday, November 22nd. And when you spend 150 or more, you get to choose one of two bundles. We started out with three, and two of them sold out. So they substituted in another bundle that is fantastic. And so you still have two bundles to choose from, but as you can tell, it has been very popular, and that's why some things have sold out. So one of the bundles is worth $49. One of them is worth $60.50. And you only need to spend $150 to earn one of those bundles completely for free. So I wanted to show you some ways that you can get an order to $150, and I have not pre-calculated anything. I do plan to put a list on my website of some ways to place a $150 order, but some really nice things that you could do this year. This photo trimmer was new in September and it sold out, but it's back again because it's going to be a very popular thing. We have not had an update to our personal trimmer or photo trimmer in a long, long time. So this will cut a photo, trim a photo up to an 8x10. So it's got a really big cropping area. The arm will come out to extend out to 10 inches, and then it's a little over 8 inches going this way. So this is a great thing to put in your order to help you get to 150. It's a $32 trimmer, and unless there is another update, you or whoever you're getting this for will not need one for a long, 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 long time. So trust me, you want to get the new photo trimmer. It's also pretty cool because the back of it will hold our regular scissors, our all-purpose scissors, all-purpose scissors, as well as our micro tip scissors. So it offers some storage right off the bat as well. Again, that's $32. If you have not purchased our 12-inch trimmer, since it came out a few years ago and it has been so popular, it sold out 3 times, but we do have it. You're not going to be able to get it in this blue. This blue color was a limited edition. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. It was a limited edition a year or two ago, and so normally it will be white, just like our photo trimmer, but this is $49. And if you already have this, but you want some more of the decorative blades, remember it will store all of the decorative blades, and the blades are $9. So if you're getting a few of them, quite a few of them, that adds up pretty quick. Also, our replacement mat for the trimmer, I'm not going to be able to pull that one out fast enough to show you, and I forgot to pull a new one out here, but it's what helps keep your trimmer cutting really nice. So you get 4 uses out of your trimmer because it's numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can rotate it 4 times to make it such an economical tool for your trimmer, because you don't have to replace your blade as often because you can just replace that mat. But that mat strip is the replacement for it is $7. So that's a way to help you get to 150. Today I'm going to be using one or both of the hearts from one of our custom cutting system patterns, and this set is $16. Sadly, I don't remember. I think this is called the gemstone collection for the custom cutting system. So again, that would be $16, and you might not have that. If you want to replace any of your blades for the custom cutting system, especially if you have the old ones that don't have the new Creative Memories logo, because these rotate, you use it to hold it to go around the pattern, but the inside of the blade will also rotate. You probably can't tell that I'm doing that, but that helps you get a cleaner cut. And guess what? I didn't look up the price of these either, but I feel like it's around anywhere from $5 to $7 to replace a blade, and there are 3 of them. So if it were 5 times 3, then that would be $15 to get a new set of blades. If you do not use 2 of our 13-inch mats, that would be a great addition for your scrapbooking space, because it's so nice to have 2 side by side, like I usually do when I'm cropping and showing you ideas. Because if you have 2, then you can lay your double page spreads side by side and still within the 12-inch markings on the 13-inch mat to help you with getting everything straight and organized the way you want. All right, I think the last thing I wanted to show you right now, as I pick up my multi-purpose tool, that's always a great thing to add on to your order, because sometimes they break, or sometimes you might want more than one in your house. I have 2 or 3. I've heard a few people say that their husbands even use them with their toolkits and things like that. The last thing I'm going to show you is a bundle, which is a bundle that I'm using today in our project. This is the Sweet on You bundle, and I can't hold up all of the components. There are 4 components. When you get all 4, you would be spending $18.50. The paper pack is a 6-pack of paper, so it's $5. The sticker pack is 1 sticker sheet, so it's $3. The extra large layered frame embellishment is $5. And the trio card kit is $5.50. So you would be able to make 3 cards that are all really, really, really good for $5.50. You're not going to be able to go and buy 3 cards for $5.50, but here are 2 of the designs that you can create with this kit, and then here is the 3rd one. So, you might look at this card kit and think, it's not Valentine's Day. Well, it doesn't have to be, because you can tell people that you're sweet on them no matter what time of the year. It could be an anniversary. It can be that you just went on a trip together, which is my intention of making the page that I'm going to make. I didn't get my pictures printed. Y'all stay on me about that. I promise I'm going to start adding pictures to my projects. But, this could be birthday, anniversary, prom, a wedding, whether it's your wedding or you went to a wedding with your sweetheart. So this is a great thing. And like I said, it is still available on the website for $18.50 if you get the entire bundle. Otherwise, just get whichever components that you want. Okay, so the last thing before I get started on the project will be to show you the 2 bundles that you can earn. Maybe I should flip to my other camera. That one's the Cookie Exchange bundle, and that one is the Luminous Shimmer. I think I will. Let me switch to my desktop. Y'all hang on 1 second. Oh, and it went dark. Okay. So there's the Cookie Exchange, and there is the Luminous Shimmer. So with the Luminous Shimmer bundle, you will receive the pod insert, which is a great way to organize. It comes with these dividers. There would be 12 of the dividers, and this particular set of dividers is called the Glitter Rainbow. So it's literally going to have some shimmer to the dividers. It also comes with the accent paper pack. Luminous Rainbow Full Coverage Accent Paper Pack. So there would be 12 sheets of paper in the collection. So the pod, the dividers, and the paper. And like I said earlier, it is valued at $40, or was it 49? Now I've already forgotten what I looked up and what I told you. But this is an up close picture of the shimmer paper. Look how pretty. And then this is a picture of the dividers going into the pod insert. That's what the actual dividers look like, how shimmery they look. And then this is showing putting things down into the pod insert. I have the pod inserts. I have a few of them, and I use them in my scrapbook room. Those things will slide into the IKEA shelves. And what are some of the other Better Homes and Gardens? Some of those 12 by 12 cube shelving, that will go in, a pod insert will slide into that, and it will also go into our storage and display tote, and it will also go into our large pod. So those are some things that you can use for organizing. This is a picture of the cookie exchange bundle, and it comes with the Baking Fun border punch, which, look at that, y'all. Isn't that cute? It looks like your measuring tools, your cup, your tablespoon, the stirring spoon, the spatula, and the rolling pin. How cute! And the cookie exchange paper pack, cookie exchange embellishments, cookie exchange stickers, and a bag. Oops, sorry. A bag to put it all in that says, "Life is short. Eat more cookies." So this will be one of those bags that you can use like when you go to the grocery store to bring home your groceries in, so that the grocery store itself doesn't charge you for a bag if you live in one of those areas where you do get charged for bags. I know not everywhere in the nation does that, but it is great to recycle and to reuse things anyway. So I'm thankful that they give us these bags from time to time to use. Okay, so I'm going to dive in, and the idea on the idea from the card kit, I'm still not saying it right. The card kit, the card that I'm going to turn into a page. There we go. It's from the Pink Power Trio card kit, and I'm going to turn this one right here into a page. I'm going to do it, with layer and paper and all of that kind of stuff. And then I've already told you that I'm going to use my gemstone custom cutting system patterns. So I'm pretty sure this this Pink Power Trio card kit is also still available. So you can order it. Oh, adding cards to your order. Oh my goodness, what a great way to give gifts to your friends, your children's teachers, your own teachers. At $5.50 for a trio card kit, you could add several of those and easily get your order to $150, or it could help you increase your order to $150 in order to get one of those free bundles. Okay, so I've already told you that I'm going to use these ingredients, and I've already pulled my papers. I did not go ahead and pull the stickers out, but here are the papers that I'm going to use. I'm going to use my hot fudge cardstock. This piece has X's and O's on it. It is from the Sweet on You kit. Let's see if I can get that to focus. See the X's and the O's? It's a tone-on-tone design. The back of it is like a light pink with little hearts that are kind of red, kind of just a darker shade of pink. I'm going to use this paper that has the chocolate covered strawberries and some plain strawberries, some different shapes of donuts and cake pops. I love this. Love, love, love. The back of it is like a brown stripe or a hot fudge stripe. And then I will use some red cardstock as my base, as well as potentially making some of the photo mats. So First thing I want to do is take my base and I'm going to hollow out the back of this. And let me also tell you that other than having this picture on the Trio card kit, I have not already made a sample. So hopefully I'm not going to make any mistakes and I won't mess anything up as I'm trying to do this. But I want to turn this into hollow out the frame, because there's no sense in covering up all of this cardstock when I could reuse it on this idea or another idea. Either way, so I'm going to start this at 1.5 inches and make me a hollow frame. And let's see, I'll need to stop that at 9.5, I believe. I think. Again, I didn't do this ahead of time, so I might. Did I stop that at 9.5 or did I stop it at? There we go. Okay. So if you have questions about making a frame, don't hesitate to ask me to explain this a little bit better on a different video, because it's quite likely that I would not do something right. So since I didn't try this ahead of time, I still feel like I'm messing up somewhere along the way, and I'm not sure. I like putting my binder clips on the trimmer so that I can make sure that I'm doing it right. I think I'm stopping a little bit too short, but I can't really tell. So let me turn it this way again and we'll see what happens. 1.5. So I know I got that one right. I think it's just that first one. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So yeah, I have messed up ever so slightly, but I can fix it pretty easily. So here, continue to here. And then I just have 2 little places to cut through since I didn't go up high enough. And I wouldn't normally need to do this. I just didn't think it through ahead of time where I needed to stop and start cutting on my base. But here is what I wanted anyway. This I can use, like I said, on this layout or another layout. And I'm going to put it to the side for now until I know whether or not I'm going to use it. All right, now on my sample, this light color is going to go down next. And since I made that frame a 1.5 inch frame, I need this piece to be probably an 11 by 11 square, or I might could even do, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do it at 11 by 11. So it's a 12 by 12 piece of paper right now. And I'm just going to cut 1 inch off of 2 consecutive sides. So there's the one. And here will be this one. And I can put those 2 pieces in a pile to use on a different layout. And this is going to layer on here something like that. Okay. Next, I need another piece that is going to trim around. See how this is 2 different shades of pink? You got the light pink at the background, and then I've got this darker pink right here that's making another layer. So I need a paper to create that effect, and that's why I pulled out this X's and O's paper. Again, I know that's not really showing up all that great, but trust me when I tell you that it is a red paper with X's and O's. So I just need a thin piece, and it's gonna go all the way around. This one was 11 by 11. So this piece, I'm gonna make it, I believe I'm gonna make the whole thing 10 by 10. And to start with, I'm gonna put my piece of paper at the 10 inches, and I'm gonna cut 10 inches off. No, 2 inches. I don't know why I said, well, I do know why I said 10. So I cut 2 inches off of that side. I'll do the other consecutive side to make it a 10 by 10 square. And then I will hollow it out to create the frame effect that I have on from my sample. Not really my sample, it's from the card. All right, now I do have to think, how thin do I want this frame to be? And I believe I want it to be 1/2 inch. So I'm going to pause the video and make sure I set my clips at the right distance, and I will be right back to tell you how I figured it out. Okay, so on previous videos, I've shown you how to take a binder clip, and wherever you clip it to on your trimmer can't cut any higher or lower than that, right? And the reason you're able to do this is because the blade housing is 2 inches wide, and it starts cutting halfway between where this mark is. So since this frame is only going to be 1/2 inch, I can't clip my binder clip up here, because then that's going to make it stop at more like 3/4, well, not quite 3/4 even, somewhere between 3/4, somewhere between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. So what I did when I was off camera, I made a mark on my trimmer. Oh, phooey, you can't see that. Let me show you. If I can get it to focus. Oh, okay. It's not gonna, oh, well, maybe it's coming into focus now. Right here, it's a blue Sharpie mark, of course, on my blue trimmer. So this is the place where I either needed a white or a silver Sharpie. But anyway, I promise you, I have a mark right here. I went straight across from the 1/2 inch mark and made a mark on my trimmer. But then the other way I made sure I was doing right is I put my blade up at the bottom of the blade at 1.5 inches, which meant since it's at 1.5, it's going to start cutting at the 1/2 inch mark. So down here, I have this one set. The binder clip I have set at 10.5, which means it's going to stop cutting at 9.5 inches, and that's going to give me that 1/2 inch frame. So I've done two sides of this frame, and I'm going to start at the bottom, because here's why. I've got this one set in place already. Like, I can't cut any lower. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to roll up, and I will just watch where this white mark on the side of my blade housing stops where that previous cut is. So that is my other fail safe, since I can't put my binder clip up there. So now I have cut through 3 of the sides. I'm going to rotate again, put my paper at the 1/2 inch mark. I'll start down here at the bottom where I can't go any lower, and I will roll up to that top first cut, and that should have me all the way around. I should have my frame now, and I do. Look, ta-da! I know it's hard to see. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so here is my frame, and at this point, let's look back at our card sample. And we can see we've got the base layer, the middle white layer, then the other layer that in this case it's a darker pink. So I've got red printed paper, and then the X&O paper. So my card to page is shaping up. as I start to grab my custom cutting system shapes. Now, one thing that I also wondered when I first decided to use this paper collection, I had thought, well, I might can really cheat and use this on the page. However, you see how in this case with the papers that I've chosen, how it just blends right in. Let me flip to this other side and I'll be able to better show you why I also chose not to use it. I'm trying to see my X's and O's. Okay, they should go this way, which y'all probably can't tell that the X's and O's, but I can here in person. So see, it takes up so much of the page, and I feel like you would only get one photo in here with this particular embellishment on this particular layout. Now, it would still be really cool, but it wouldn't necessarily be mimicking this card right here. So that's why I decided not to use it on this. But I do think if you're getting these papers and stickers, you will want to get this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful layered embellishment. I wish y'all could see, you can kind of see how many layers it is and how fun it is. So don't forget to grab that when you go to grab your bundle. All right, back to this. My next step is going to be, well, I've got two steps. I need to make a belt, I'm going to call it, to go across the page to tie it together like you see in the card. And then I also need to cut one of the hearts to center the page together. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my trimmer back, and I want to make a 2-inch cut on a piece of paper that I'm going to use to belt the page. I'll need to flip this paper back over. I'm going to use this hot fudge, and I'm going to make mine at 2 inches. You could choose to do a 3-inch belt. I just like smaller borders rather than larger borders. Ooh, and you know what else? I think it would be great to change out my blade and use a decorative blade. So I'm going to choose to use the Colonial blade. And this will be fun. I'll need to cut an edge on my paper, and then I'll make it at 2 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do, I put in my blade. I'm going to trim just 1/8 of an inch off of one of the edges so that I can get the whole edge of my paper, or so both sides of my 2-inch strip will be a decorative edge. So there's the little, you see what the edge looks like now, if it'll show up. I know that the shadows make it hard to see sometimes, but there's that. And then here I will cut it down to 2 inches. Again, you can make yours wider if you would like. I just wanted to do mine at 2. And I think I'm finished with this brown for now, the hot fudge cardstock. And let me change my blades back so that I don't lose this. And I'll get my trimmer out of the way. I need to flip this paper back to the side that I want to use. This is going to be like this. My strip is going to go across like that. And now I'm ready to choose one of my hearts. So, as you can see, I've got my custom cutting system patterns stored together on a ring. If you need a ring, I don't mean a diamond ring, but if you need a ring, let me know. They're really inexpensive. You can get them from the office supply store, but it really is nice to hold your circles together, your ovals together, and in this case, the gemstone patterns together. I love being able to grab just one and it like all 3 of them coming out, but I can choose to use this larger heart here in the middle, or, which I like this, yay, I might do that. And I can also do the smaller one because remember it's going to cut on the outside edge. Now, one advantage to using this large one is that this on the card, it is a layer for your title. I may end up using this as a photo holder. But another thing is, what if I cut my paper with the large one, and then I could cut my photo, if I do end up doing that, with the smaller one, and it would have, I know that that's really hard to see, but I promise, you see what I mean? Like the one heart that my thumbs are on would be inside the other heart. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut some paper real quick using this larger heart. My photo will be with the smaller heart potentially, or it will end up just being a title holder. And then another thing, if I don't want to do square photos on this layout, I could add some more heart photos. So I could add probably 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or at least 3, or even just 1, and then still do squares in other places on the layout. So I'm going to have options for how to do this. And let me slide this paper to the side so that I can get the other paper that I'm going to use to cut out the patterns with, or the photo mats with. And remember, I have this left over that I had used to hollow out, where I had hollowed out the oh, okay, I'm not going to use this one. I just thought of something. Let me make sure before I stop. Okay, yes, I know what I'm going to use that for in just a moment. So for now, I'm going to use this, and I am going to cut this with I'm going to cut it with the red blade. And if I want to double mat this, I could cut one color with the red blade that's going to be the largest on the outside. No. It's going to be the smallest on the outside of the heart. If I use the green or the blue, it would be slightly larger on my second piece of paper. So I'm probably going to do that off camera, and you'll see the end results once I get this video posted. And actually, let me go ahead and use the blue on this red outside, because I want the brown to be the inside layer. So I'll cut this one with red. Make sure that you're in far enough so that you don't go off the edge. And y'all watch my head for just a second. Sorry that it's going to be in the way. Oop, I see a place I missed. So let me go ahead and go back and fix that. You can always double check before you move this plastic pattern. Always double check to make sure you got cut through completely. And I'll show you how to do that. See how my plastic pattern is still in place? I only moved the blade. So just jiggle like this, and if it's not cut through all the way, you can go around the edge again. Okay, so that will be my biggest layer for the center of this. I am going to make a brown layer to go on top of it. I'm not going to do it on camera because I know y'all don't want to just sit here and watch and watch and watch. But I'm also going to make at least one more heart-shaped photo or photo mat with the smaller heart. Again, I won't do it on camera, but you'll see how I'm going to end up putting these on here. And then the other thing that I realized just a second ago with my leftover square here, I can take this and make some 4.5-inch squares that could potentially be used on this layout. And let me make sure a 4.5-inch will work. Yes, it will. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so this square is a 9-inch square that where I had hollowed out my paper. So if I cut this in half at 4.5 inches, and now I'm going to stack it and cut 2 pieces at the same time. So I'll cut this at 4.5. Uh-oh, I missed cutting through the very, very top. Let me fix that. That was because I was hurrying and not paying attention. So I'll just finish trimming it with my scissors here. I didn't feel like I could do 2 at the same time though. So here I was trying to save time, and I ended up making it to where it's costing me extra time, but sometimes that happens. And I am not a scrapbook perfectionist, that's for sure. Okay, so now I have 4 photo mats that I can also use on this layout. Now, 4.5, it's pretty big, but it could work because remember my picture is going to be inside of that. Actually, it's not going to work because it's going to cover up too much of my second frame here. So never mind. It would have needed to be smaller, but hey, I bet I could do it down to 3 or 3.5. Anyway, I will finish this with some more mats, and my photo that's at the end will show what this is going to look like when I add the extra things. And the neat thing about this sticker strip, I said sticker strip, this belt strip, is that I could take the border sticker from my sticker pack and it can go across the belt, or it could go across the top and the bottom, or just one or the other, right? So that's a great way to use the components from your collection. All right, before I run, please remember that if you do not have an advisor to work with, please let me help you. creativememories.com/user/KRISTIBOLIN. I would be honored to help you with your scrapbooking journey. And if you are even remotely considering becoming an advisor, please email me, kristibolin@gmail.com. Email me, let me know that you have some questions about it maybe. It's only $49, $49 to become an advisor. When you do that, you automatically get a $50 credit. You can use that credit on anything. And then from there, you get a Rainbow Dots Power Project case that will help you organize all of your collections of paper and things. And if you reach level 2 by December 20th, I have a very, very, very big bonus for you. And Creative Memories is also going to give you a $100 product credit. So contact me to let me know that you are interested. And I'm going to show you some easy ways to use this Black Friday bonus to get you some more free things, in addition to the fact that you will have fun starting your own business, and you could do it to help your friends and family and yourself, or you could do it just as a hobbyist, whatever you would want to do. I would love to talk to you. So please contact me. And if you want to be in my weekly subscription group, you can also mention Kristi's Cropper subscription group when you email me. Thank you for watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope you enjoyed this layout, and I hope you will enjoy seeing the finished piece when I get it posted. Again, it was where I was mimicking this card and we turned it into a page. All right, y'all take care. Have a great Rest of the week, don't forget to order for your Black Friday bundles, and happy cropping!